Hey guys, if you've ever wondered how to make some real crispy breaded fish fillets, I'm about to reveal the secret to you now. While we're at it, we're going to make two styles and turn one into a sandwich. Now there's probably more fancy ways to do this, but I'm not really fancy enough to do that, so I'm just going to show you how I make them. I'm using more of an off-white polymer clay because you won't see the color later anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter what color you use as long as it doesn't peek through the breading later. Oh, and don't forget to round off the corners of the fillet a bit because nobody likes the jagged edge of fish that stabs your gums while you eat it. Be real. I did take some chalk pastels and mix them into some Fimo deco gel, like sort of a sauce, because that's what's going to make the breadcrumbs, if you will, stick. So make sure that you slather that stuff on, okay? I'm not even joking. Make sure you have a nice, even, thick coat of sauce. Unless you want to see some weird white or whatever color you use peeking through parts of your breaded fillet. And trust me, it's not pretty. The breadcrumbs are going to basically be your basic craft sand. Now I'm using an orange craft sand for the coating, but if you can find a craft sand color that looks more closely related to a panko breading color, then by all means, go for it. And remember I said we were doing two styles of fish, right? These are going to be your regular fish fillets instead of the sandwich fillet, the little square. So it's time for a little monotony because I'm going to do the exact same steps as before. Give them a bath in the sauce, and then we're going to drench them in the craft sand for that crispy, breaded, fried look once again. As you can see, they're coming out of the fryer. Kinda. Then these are going to get a nice bake. In the meantime, our fish needs a cozy bed to rest on, so let's make the bun. I kind of just made a round ball and slightly flattened it so it has a bit of a dome top. And I'm going to do one of those fancy brioche style buns because those are my favorite. You know what I'm talking about. The design on the top of the bun will be kind of like a swirl, or we're going to kind of like go in a swirl pattern. You know, you can tell those fancy buns when you see them. This is just a dotting tool, by the way. I know everybody kind of knows that these days, but just in case you didn't, you know, there's a little bit of information. I am going to work on fleshing out the pattern a bit more to give it a more detailed look, and then I'm just going to kind of brush them loosely with some chalk pastels for that kind of nice toasted bun look. I use a variety of tools to like reach my desired outcome for the bun top, so just do whatever makes you feel like you're getting there. And I make sure not to forget to use a needle tool to texture little indents between the swirls. And then don't forget to texture the inside of the bun. It's crucial, kinda. What's the sandwich without good old veggies added to it? I usually just flatten out some light green clay and use a needle tool like I'm doing here to just kind of pick at it until chunks come off that kind of look like I ripped some lettuce straight off the lettuce head. So we'll keep at that. And then we have some Fimo, well, not Fimo deco gel, actually. It's a mixture that kind of makes it look like a mustardy sauce, and that kind of helps the lettuce, so to speak, stick to the bread when you put it on so that nothing just kind of pops off later. Now back to the fish. I mixed up a little brown pastels and dipped my brush in water and kind of just gently brushed it on the fillets to give it a more golden brown fried color to it. You can keep shading it until you reach your desired fried color. And then once you do that, don't forget to do the little fish fillets as well. And then you can kind of go ahead and build your sandwich. I actually have some leftover tomato and cucumber canes, so I just, you know, use that to go on top of it, as well as make it like a pickle. And then there you go. You're done. You're good to go. Let me know if you guys want to see any other kind of sandwich or craft or anything else really. See you in the next craft. Bye!